Welcome to the OFX podcast. I'm Dave Clacton. As always, with me, our very own vroom vroom visionary, Bethany McChesney, back from Hockey Mom weekend.
Oh, every weekend is Hockey Mom weekend.
How many games?
Four. Well, sorry, three games and then one. It was like I played. It was coaches versus the
Oh,
kids.
you strapped the blades on, did you?
Well, I mean, I put them on all the time for practices, but um yeah. But I don't have my equipment anymore except for my gloves, my skates, helmet, and stick. And these girls are kind of wild. So I tried to borrow some equipment. I'm like, I just want to protect my legs. Like, I don't want to take a puck off
Guards?
the knee or like someone's gonna slash me in the shins and then but yeah, I borrowed some equipment and it was way too big. So I was like, yeah, I'm raw dogging it here. So I did kind of stay out of the play a little bit and a lot of like poke checking from far away. But yeah, it was pretty fun. There are days where I miss hockey and then I just be way too much to invest to get back into that business. But yeah, so we had three games plus a friendly scrimmage.
Like once a month, routinely, my brother will be like, dude, come out and play some shinny. And I'm like, I would embarrass myself.
I think I would too now. I think I would too now. Yeah.
Especially if I strapped on the pads and played goal again. Like, well, I was never a great out player to begin with, but I was an okay goalie.
Hmm.
If I played out, I would be fine just to, because nobody has any expectations whatsoever because I was shite to begin with. But I at least have energy and conditioning that I could wait for the end of the shift and then pass everybody, right? But to play goal, oh my God, it would be humiliating.
And terrifying.
And now I would be more nervous about just looking so bad. Like there's
Yeah.
so much that
Yeah.
when you play goal, the rust, like the little things, like I guarantee I would get beat through the legs left, right, and center, just not having the stick down properly, not having my angles down, losing my net, just being a complete frickin' mess.
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
humiliating. So luckily, I'm like you, I sold all my gear, so I can't say yes.
Yeah, I know. I don't have it, so it's okay. I know I used to get asked all the time when I first moved back to town in some of the women's leagues, and I'm like, I just, I don't know. Recreational sports to me in a small town is like, I think we've talked about this. They take it way too seriously,
Hmm.
and I don't want to get hurt. Like, I think at least with hockey, you have enough equipment. But yeah, I just couldn't wrap my head around it.
My last two games I ever played w basically won two championships. So I played for my union team, which when you talk about more intense than it should be, holy crap.
Hmm.
We have bench clearing brawls. We're, you know, it was I was playing the old timer division. It's like 35 plus, and everybody's ready to throw down. Like,
Yeah,
man.
everyone who's unresolved anger issues.
And the
Just
fact that half of them are drunk and lit up anyway. But
oh, that's true too. Yeah.
but anyway, so I got a shutout in the final and we won that game. Now, granted, and there's no easy shutout, but if there was an easy shutout, this would be it.
Yeah, hardly any
Severe,
shots.
severely outplayed the other team.
Yeah.
One one breakaway and then nothing else that would even be considered a solid, like
Hmm.
more than a shot from the circle. Anyway, and then in the men's league, I actually wasn't on this team, but I filled in for their injured goalie in the championship game, and we won that. And I'm like, this is a great way to quit.
Go out on top.
Two big wins. Let's just call it a day.
Hmm.
Save the knees. By the way, my knees have never felt better.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
way better. But I
Mhm.
do miss it sometimes. I do miss it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I get to spend all the weekends at the arena and kind of enjoy it from the other side, so it's okay.
it taps into a lot of things like and I'm going to say this might be a personal struggle for you.
Mhm.
It taps in, and for me, when I stopped playing goal, is well, if I'm not a goalie, what am I now?
Oh, the identity
Yeah,
piece.
the identity piece of it. And I mean, like, I look at you, as someone, and hate to say it, Beth, you are getting older. You may not be
Dirty words, dirty words.
may not be quite as quick as you once were. So you're at that point of like, so what am I now? What am I doing now? Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, that identity piece is huge.
Yeah. Yeah. I know I've worked through that a lot. I mean, I was a hockey player, but I think because at that time I did a lot of other things. Hockey player was my favorite. I really just didn't grow big enough to keep going, and so track was the next natural thing. But that became so much of my identity. So yeah, to say, but I feel like with the transition into like OCR and hybrid, and then it's like, well, can I say I'm just a runner? Like it's, so that's kind of helped to um, undefine my identity a little bit when it comes to what I would call myself as an athlete. So, but I really enjoyed calling myself a coach, especially over the last year or two. Um, and I mean, hockey is kind of one thing. I don't feel confident calling myself a hockey coach, but I really do enjoy that role. So I do see too, as I mature in age, um, kind
Getting
of I identifying myself a little bit more as a coach. So I think it keeps I see obviously I still love all things sport and helping people to see their potential in it. And my strength would be in the running side of coaching, more than anything. So yeah, I do really enjoy that side of things. So it's not, if as I get older and my own competitive days might like highly competitive might be behind me, I'll always compete. I think taking on more of an identity in that way it also gets me excited. So but I know it's hard for people who is such a big part of their identity, like I friends who were professional full-time athletes. Like I think the transition from that is really difficult. And I think it is something where if someone is struggling with it, I think they do need like proper help because it can be really damaging emotionally when you struggle to identify yourself as something other than your sport.
for me, the quitting hockey was hard.
Mhm.
The quitting judo was even harder because I went from that label of a competitive, basically like a competitive fighter. It's not really fighting, right? But it is, right? It's combat
Mhm.
sports, right? So basically like a competitive fighter to not a fighter. And
Mhm.
that one is a hard pill to swallow. Like you still, oh yeah, I still like you get that black belt thing, you get all that right. So it's always there, but it's like to not be that anymore. That was a difficult change.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah.
anyway, not at all the topic for today.
Little tangent.
Little tangent. Yeah, well, you start on the side road, right? Side quest.
Mhm.
Brooklyn Nichols calls us, by the way. Not us, you and I, but eight.
Side quest? Oh,
No, Jesus, that's horrible.
what does that
Brooklyn
mean?
Nichols has a one focus main quest.
Oh, yeah.
No, perfectly seasoned athletes.
Ah,
Yes, yes. I heard her say that on a podcast once. Perfectly seasoned.
perfectly seasoned.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
polite way to say really old,
Very, very experienced.
especially when you're like 20 something years old and now like triple champion thing.
Yeah.
By the way, now can everybody just say, way to go, Brooklyn. Great job.
Yes. Way to go.
Way to go.
Hmm.
We love Brooklyn. Um, anyway, yeah, so we want to talk about you want to go Vancouver Hyrox? Dive into there first.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
you want to do like podiums? Like we'll talk the pro podiums. You want me to do that? Go through that?
Yeah, so in general, Vancouver was one of the first races in a long time that didn't sell out. So when I checked numbers because I was kind of
I
curious,
was too. I didn't get time to look. I'm glad you brought that up.
yeah, how many people still show? There was still 8,000 athletes.
Really? So then it was
Yeah.
3 days, right?
Yeah, was it
I think
3 days?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, 3 days. Yeah. And so yeah, they still had spots, but I mean it's interesting because we're still talking 8,000 people
Mhm.
competed.
Yep.
Um
That's almost 3,000 a day.
yeah, yeah. So it's still a solid weekend in Vancouver. And it really would have just been the timing of this one that there might not have been more people. Um, this weekend was the first weekend Lauren Weeks has stepped foot on Canadian soil, shockingly, somehow. I did ask her about that. I don't know how that's possible that you've never made the trek here.
Every year she asks me for the RX1 schedule. And it never could come, but every year she asks.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I mean, well, at least she went to Vancouver. So at least she got to see, the nice part, a nicer part
What
of
are you trying to say?
it. Well, I mean, drive into Windsor or something, and then you're like, oh, this is not what I thought Canada looked like, or like Southern Ontario in general.
I'm currently staying at Sauble Beach,
Hmm.
and I'll send you a video, but Sauble Beach in the winter hits a lot differently than it does in the summer.
Yeah. 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 Those beach towns. Yeah.
Went out on the beach, and it's just like this Arctic wind and waves crashing. It looks like Antarctica and waves crashing in onto the snow on the shore. Like it is just it's really cool,
It is cool. Yeah.
but you got to be severely bundled up.
Yeah. Hmm.
Anyway, but it's great. But yeah, yeah. So Vancouver, beautiful area.
Hmm.
Not still not the best time of year to be there though.
No, it's not. I'm sure it rained every day this weekend in Vancouver. So,
I maintain, and we saw it with Ottawa tickets. I mean, Ottawa tickets sold out in 15 minutes on the pre-sale, 15 minutes on the regular sale.
yeah.
Vancouver would have been the same if that had been in April, May, June, anything like that.
Yeah. Even
Anything,
like 2 weeks before.
anything but the day they picked.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's okay. I mean, still 8,000 athletes. So,
I actually think that's where it should be.
hmm.
Like I think like a 2,500 a day should be the limit because that's to me when the course starts getting full and shitty. Like I didn't,
Yeah.
there was no stream, but I mean, I'm watching people's highlights and other than the women's open doubles,
Yeah.
always like a parade. And I'm not saying that the women are slow. I'm just saying there's so many of them out there.
Yeah.
It's just a
That's
bad.
what I'm racing in Ottawa, and I'm kind of anxious about it.
Oh, you're going to be pissed off.
I know.
Beth will be yelling.
No, I won't. We're gonna have fun.
You will have fun. You will have fun, but you will you may need a plow.
Yeah. Shoot, my partner's tiny.
Yeah, you got to how did you find a partner smaller than you? Like that's great.
Um, I picked a runner friend.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't told her yet she's my partner, so I'm not saying her name.
good call, good call. I always like that game. Um,
I signed her up.
yeah, like just that like it could be really crowded. That's always the most crowded division.
I'm just gonna get out fast.
Yes, get out fast. Yeah, and I think it's great that I'm actually happy that that's the most popular division.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, that doubles open is so entry level friendly. So, and we do need things like this. So it is fantastic to me. And that's why I'm not upset about it. If some obviously it's more just people running slow in the fast lane
Yeah,
that irks me more than anything.
they would
Uh,
just keep the passing lane open. It would be awesome.
yeah, exactly. It'll be fine. Mhm.
Um, I do not have a ticket for Ottawa.
No.
I do have an opportunity to have a pro ticket, which I said I don't want to do again. Uh, but I have been considering doing my cheating run, taking my pro ticket and just cheating and not doing the running and just run right in on the first lap and do all the zones.
Don't make this a thing.
But it would be funny for me.
Don't do it.
Well, now you're giving me more incentive to do it. Riley is against it as well. She does not want me to do it.
If you
I
do it,
just,
you can't tell me because until after, because I'm going to
oh,
warn people to stop you.
I was
Jump.
going to wear a shirt that says DQ me.
But
Don't
what if
follow
they
me.
remove you from the
Don't
course?
follow me. I'm getting disqualified. No, they wouldn't. They would never catch on.
Yeah, I guess that it is quite
They
busy, and
never would catch on. It's too busy. There's too much going on. And honestly, I don't think they'd care.
I think they would care if it became a thing.
Yes, if many people, but if it does that, then you have to start a division.
Oh, I see. So here you're like trying to make
My
waves or
ulterior motives.
something.
Anyway, that's Ottawa. Vancouver. Great. I did watch some highlights, and we didn't even say who went, but I watched like Dustin Needham's highlights, and at times he looked like he was the only one out there.
Yeah, I think there were times where it was quieter, which again, I mean, 8,000 people spread out over 3 days is probably at some points just like the perfect number. You know, when we think about Toronto and how crowded it has been, that it's stressful to just move in and out of the space. And that's kind of the parts of racing outside of the race that I hate. So it looked like a dream to me. It's great. It's kind of like when we first did Hyrox and you
Mhm.
could just like walk through the venue.
Yeah, well, even in Toronto, when I did Toronto this time, both the races I ran were very late at night. So I got a course that was relatively open. It
Mhm.
wasn't crowded. I don't know how I would. When Ryan and I ran Vegas, it was pretty crowded.
Yeah.
Our mixed run then.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But anyway, should we talk about who won?
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
we had some fast times in Vancouver. I think we can say some of this maybe was that the course wasn't super crowded. Maybe it was an efficient setup. Um, I haven't seen whether they're saying it was a fast course, but we did get some personal best run here. Are we starting with the women?
yeah, that's what we got up there.
Okay, so this race is the one where I wanted to ask you if you saw anything because this is really fascinating. Madeline Ebergen, I might not be saying her name right. So most people who are in the don't pay attention to the Canadian track and field world. This girl is a stud. So this is her first High Rocks. Now she had a minute and 15 worth of penalties,
Oh,
which
geez.
puts her 1 second ahead of Camila Massa.
I did not know. Let's take a look. A minute and 15 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah, so she on the sled pole.
Yep, there you go.
Um, yeah, and burpee broad jumps, lunges. So I'm assuming she stepped on the line a couple times in the sled
So
pull.
3 times, including the warning. So 4 times she stepped on the lines.
Yeah. So if you don't know, this is her first race. Now, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about her because I think this is a name we need to look out for. So she would have run a 102.47. This is her first time racing High Rocks. So
And
this girl so she won the university sports national championship in cross country. So running capabilities in the likes of like we know Emma Cook Clark from OCR, who was also an university track or cross country national champion. She won the 3,000 last year's indoors for university sports with a 9:25 3,000 meter time. Now, she's 24 years old, so she ran for UVic. She ran for the University of Windsor previous. Actually, sorry, she didn't run. She was a high jumper.
oh wow.
So she's actually kind of new to competitive distance running. Now, if you know running, like 9:25, or if she has a 4:48 mile PB, like these are legit really good times. And on the in cross, she won cross country. Her 8K time was 27:10. Um, so, which again, now we're looking at when she runs high rock. So her compromised running split was about that same time, 27 mid. So this girl, and she is a strength coach. So she has the height, which we know is something that people contend with when you're short and you're talking about those ergs.
Hmm.
She strength trains. She has explosiveness. She was a high jumper, and she's legit a very fast runner. So you are looking at the pedigree for someone who will absolutely be in the equation one day for the Elite 15 if she chooses to go in this direction. Um, and when you look at her station work, her ergs are great. Obviously, something happened, like her sled push at 221.
Yeah.
And we're talking pro times. Her pull, obviously, she was no one. I'm gonna assume, and again, I didn't see videos. I'm gonna assume she wasn't really taught about rope management. Probably tripped a couple times. Maybe she fell out of the box. I don't know. But a 534 pull when you have a 221 push, it's not the strength that's lacking. There's some technique. So
Well, yeah,
let's say,
and when she got 45 seconds in penalties there, that at some point the judge is stopping her and telling her this is
yes.
what you're doing wrong. So that's another slowdown there.
Right. So that's time she can take off. Her wall balls were a 545, which again, it's just okay, she hasn't really worked on wall
No.
balls enough. Maybe blew up a little bit. So that's a number that she could take 2 minutes off of
She's
easily over a
easily,
couple
easily a
months.
potential sub 60.
Yeah. So now you're looking at a sub 60 girl without changing her fitness.
Yeah.
Like just dialing in her sled pull, everything else, the numbers are great.
And I,
Looks like
I'm
she did
guessing by
farmer's
this,
carry unbroken.
I'm guessing by this stuff, the burpee broad jump could probably be faster too.
Yeah, again, she's probably like she looks to be between 5'10" and 6 feet tall. So burpees is probably not her favorite
Mhm.
thing. But to just fix her sled pull, fix her wall balls, that's it. She's sub 60.
But yeah, to come out of the burpee broad jump and run a 344.
Yeah.
Like if that is your weakness and you run a 344 right after, that's
Right. So, and a 344 would be like that would even be that would be slower than what she would be her threshold pace.
yeah. And then she comes out, her last run, her slowest run is a 350.
Hmm.
Like she can
Yeah.
come anywhere near 4 minutes.
Yeah. And her row, she had the fastest row for women of the day. Um, she had, her push was top five. Like this girl, inexperienced she is legit. So keep an eye out for her. So Madeline Abergine.
I think we need to reach out. We need to talk to her.
Hmm.
French, Quebec, I assume.
I don't know. I mean, she went to Windsor and UVic, so
Okay.
I don't know. I had noticed her before because I always look at results for nationals on in the university scene, and I thought it was fascinating that she was a high jumper turned distance runner, and then all of a sudden her name pops up on a Hyrox and
I
runs a
didn't
crazy time, and I'm like,
even
dude, this is so cool.
didn't even mention 16 to 24 division.
Yeah, so she's 24
Okay.
now. So she'll be bumping up, but yeah, she's young.
Yeah. All right. Well, she ended up with the second overall for women. Camilla Massa with another win. That's two in a row, I think, for Camilla,
I think it's three in a row.
yeah, which will play into something we'll talk about later.
Hmm.
And then Leanne Gerard
Hmm.
in third with a 104.58.
Uh-huh.
Again, good times.
And our friend Quinlan here, not a PB, but another 106. So she's, I don't think she had she didn't feel great that day, but yeah, our friend Quinlan from Toronto. This Jillian Gook also is a Toronto lady who is in the 40 to 44 division, who just keeps chipping away at her time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
27.
what's that?
I said 106.27.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Allie Galloway is another name that we've been seeing come up. Another 107 and another 107, Natalie Kolasova, who is also in that 16 to 24. So yeah, Canada is just
We're late to the party, but we'll catch up.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
but I think this Madeline girl, I don't know, give her two more races.
it does have that Emma Cook Clark feel about it, like you say. If she keeps at it, like sky's the limit. But
Yeah. Absolutely.
think back to what some people like Lauren Weeks's first Hyrox was. Now, granted, completely different world.
It was a different world, but
Still, like,
she wasn't coming out running a 102.
no. All right, so for the men, few more familiar names. First
Mhm.
place, Jack Driscoll. Second place, Ryan Douglas, another Canadian guy jumping on the scene with a 56.17.
Yeah, so Ryan Douglas is now well, so we know Ryan Douglas is racing doubles Elite 15.
Yeah.
So he has made it in there, and he is also another Canadian guy who could be knocking on the door of potential Elite 15.
Well, I could
Jack Driscoll, well, sorry.
I could see him getting in on the regional in DC.
Yes. Yeah.
Possible. Anyway, sorry. What were you gonna say about
Yeah. Yes, and just talking about people close to the Elite 15, Jack Driscoll is now, so he now has two sub 55, sorry, sub 56 times, and he is now ranked 20th on the overall list. Um, so again, roll down potential and about
that?
like his average needs to go up 20 seconds and then he's top 15. So this guy races a lot.
Well, this is again 3 wins in a row, I think, for Jack.
Yeah. He is everywhere. So
But
uh
he's another case of he came into this super fit
yeah.
and looked like, like he had done lots of he had done endurance stuff, he had done lifting stuff. He's a literally jack of all trades.
Yeah.
And you kind
He's a
of,
firefighter, so
and it would have been easy to think, okay, well, he's, after like 5 races and he really kind of was where he was, it would be easy to say, okay, this is where Jack is.
mhm.
But he has done something different. He has changed something, and now he he's smashed through that glass ceiling and
Yeah.
through that plateau, and now he's at another level. And I think it's just a matter. It's a when, not if he when he races the Elite 15.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
and Douglas Ryan, hopefully he gets in there. Dawson Miller, perennial doubles with Marcus Wallace, the Raw Debo team. As they like to say, they are the fastest team with an average weight of over 200 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, big boy.
I think it would be so fun to do high rocks based on weight. Just
Oh,
one.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm
Give me
in.
a sub 20 125 female group all day long.
One of our favorites, I know we know, yeah, but Isaac Sanderson in fourth with a 58.20. Do you remember how long we waited for Canadian to go sub 1 hour? And now,
Yeah.
you got Douglas Ryan there, Isaac there, Austin Azar with a sub 1 hour, 59.08, almost a PR. Adam DeJong, so close, 6 seconds off the sub 1 hour.
Mhm.
But yeah, like again, we're catching up.
Yeah.
We're catching up. We're getting there. All right, let's hit some of the doubles. Do. Pro doubles. All right. We got some of them loaded. They're still loading them in. So this is the big one here.
Hmm.
Women's pro doubles. We'll go third place. Um, Taylor Kelly and Virginia Franks. Second place, Deanna Walker and Bernadette Gutierrez. Or second place, yeah. And first place, Lauren Weeks and Vivian Tafudo with a world record 53:40. And two things I was reminded from this that I already knew. One, Vivian is an absolute beast
Hmm.
and maybe intentionally and sometimes unintentionally the funniest person I know.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
But wow, like not I know for a fact they did not have a lot of prep time for this race
Mhm.
to get ready for it. It was literally almost a last minute decision. Vivian came in. I don't know what Lauren Weeks' travel looked like, but I think Vivian's was like a 15-hour travel day to get there. Um, and went out and threw down that and just to see them cross the line and then to hear Vivian's first comment to Lauren just literally killed me. Just Vivian saying, Lauren's like, "Oh my God, you're so amazing. I'm so proud of you." And Vivian's like, "I don't know if I can do that again."
Well, I mean, Vivian's running has come a long way. But we know that Lauren Weeks' running has too, and she also came in as a strong runner. So I think Vivian would have had to stretch herself to really be able to keep up with Lauren Weeks' running. Again, I didn't see much footage from this weekend, but I saw one clip where Lauren Weeks is just flying and Vivian's a couple meters behind her, kind of looking like she's hanging on for dear life. So, but I mean, this is such a good team, and I'm so excited to see these two ladies together because Vivian is an absolute monster on stations. So to have this team together, I mean, this is a force. And, setting the world record, I mean, it shows. Do we know what this means for the Lauren and Lauren team?
Um, I don't know exactly, but I'm gonna assume that Lauren Griffith might be fighting an injury or something because
She did race this weekend with her mom.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that could be, yeah.
But yeah, so I'm guessing if she was there and they didn't race together and Vivian jumped in last minute, I'm gonna, and this is pure speculation, so don't hold me to it. I could be wrong. But considering how tight Lauren and Lauren are, I'm gonna assume that Lauren Griffith is fighting through something, whether it be a nagging injury or something new. I don't know, but
So if you're Lauren Griffith and you get replaced by Vivian Tefudo and then they set the world record, do you bow out?
me personally,
Would you?
hell yeah, I did. I bowed out so you and Heather could run together. You guys hadn't won shit yet. I absolutely would. I absolutely would.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. And it's not a knock on Lauren Griffith. Lauren Griffith is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I just like I said, I think something might be up there where she's just not 100%.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
when
we know that she was injured coming out of last season, so
even when we watched her last couple of races, she just didn't look like prime Lauren Griffith. And I think something's nagging her. Again, pure speculation. And I hope that if that is the case, that she can take some time off, rehab, heal, and come back even faster than ever.
yeah.
Because she's such a great person.
Yeah. Another Elite 15 team that we had racing this weekend, Chris Rogloski and Katie Simonson. And so I know that Katie had some food poisoning or some illness issue and almost passed out after
She
burpees, I think, and they walked a lap. So this is not an indication of where they are at.
she took a
Um,
mid-race nap.
yeah.
I did reach out to her and she said she's fine, just like you said, just
Mhm.
food poisoning and everything. But what a beast to get back up and get back in it and still a 106.18. It ain't bad. Or 106.04, sorry. It ain't bad.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
considering you walked 2 laps and pretty much passed out.
Yeah.
Like again, reminding us of Lauren Griffith passing out and coming back to do unbroken wall balls.
Yeah.
So yeah. There I think that team is such a team again, united in friendship where they're so close that I think they'll be back at it and I think they'll be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it might need another couple shots at it, obviously, to get those times up. But yeah,
Mhm.
they're great. But hats off to her, to Katie again and guts for going at it.
Yeah.
And Chris, I don't know, is this one of the weekends she only ran one race?
No, I think she did three.
Oh, good.
Um,
I was gonna
because she
say.
ran with Austin as well. And then she jumped in an open women's race to hit her number 50 Hyrox races of all time.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, she's she's our newest import.
Yeah, I think I heard that. Mm.
All right. And then for men. All right. In third place, Joe Scally and Jacob Fletcher. Second place, Eric O'Neill and Jay Muscart. Should Jay be allowed to race? He's like president of the thing. This is like totally conflict of interest. And then Brandon Hughes and Charlie Farah with a 56:39 to take the win. I'm just kidding, Jay. You can race. I'm fine with it. You're not fast enough for it to be a worry. So anyway, poor Jay. Poor
I
Jay.
mean, it's like Dave Claxton racing at the Deca World Championships.
That's completely different. I don't even know how you draw a parallel.
Well, I don't know, your staff. That's the parallel.
You should have saw the lineup of people who did not want to judge me.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lineup of people who were like, no fucking way. And a
You're
lineup,
like, guys, I will judge myself.
and then another lineup of people are like, oh yeah, put me in.
Yeah. You're like, I don't want them.
That's right.
The overeagers
The
can
only one I
just
didn't
listen.
want was Rye. That was it.
Yeah. Mhm.
No. So yeah, no, honestly, I'm just teasing about Jay. He's great and still a hell of an athlete. That's a great time. But I don't think anything here that is really gonna crack the Elite 15.
No.
No.
So, I mean, that's interesting. So the women would have won overall.
Really? Yeah.
Mhm.
But again, 53-40, where wouldn't they have won? Or like they
Obviously, the weights, yes,
Yeah.
the men did
No,
heavier.
but it is usually a fairly like normally women's times are a little bit slower than the men, so the fact that they would have won overall.
Mhm.
What if we took Lauren and Vivian out of this scenario? Yeah, so 103. Wow.
No,
We just looked at that. I just noticed that. That's like a 10-minute difference between first and second. So not only did Lauren and Viv set that record, but they had no one racing them.
no,
They were on a time trial.
yeah,
It's nuts.
yeah,
All right. Anyway, that was Vancouver, which I'm gonna say actually was better than I anticipated it would be.
yeah. A lot more people like and names went than I was really anticipating.
I was feeling a lot of doom and gloom and worrying that it would be so bad that Hyrox would not go back to Vancouver. And it obviously bothered me because I thought you guys picked a shit date and then we're going to pay the price for it. And I actually think what happened is, all things considering, like you said, that was a fantastic turnout. And I think they'll be back for sure. I just, for God's sakes, pick a different date next year.
Yeah.
Anything. Like, couldn't have been worse.
It's interesting though because I still feel like not everybody is opposed to racing at that time of year. This past weekend there was a major race. The Marathon Project happens in Arizona, which is a very elite focused marathon. So I think as long as something's on the calendar, people know about it ahead. It's not like it disturbs everybody. So
What if we did like January 15th?
yeah, I think you'd probably do better.
That'd be all
Yeah.
right. That'd be like, okay, that's fine. Catch a lot of the New Year's people, new fitness, you know,
Yeah, I mean, you can't really don't start training for a Hyrox January 1st and race one on the 15th, but
extra medical staff on hand for all
yeah.
the out on the floor. It'd be good. It'd be good. Anyway, so that was that for Vancouver. Honestly, well done everybody out there, and well done to the people who actually went out and made sure that it was a success. Um, so you want to talk about, or the reason we talked about or mentioned Camilla with like 2 or 3 wins in a row, Jack with 3 wins in a row, is the rumors of the new qualification system for next year's majors and world championship. Um,
Yeah.
so basically, this is all rumor. Hyrox is going to make an official announcement. So this is all rumor. So it could change. We could be wrong, but we're going to speculate like it is fact for today. Basically, to alleviate the biggest problem that we and many others have with the qualification system is the unevenness of courses. The courses are not the same course to course. We see that all the time. Fast course, slow course, 1 lap, 6 laps, whatever. Everything's all over the map. To alleviate that, Hyrox is going to go with the system of points, basically based on how you place in that race. So if for the elite, now age group will still be the same. You'll race your age group, you qualify just like normal. This is just for the elite 15. So you will basically, um, if you win the race, you get max points. So you have to, it's your best 5 races. So if you win all 5 races, great, you get max points. You're likely going to get to elite 15 if you got 5 wins. Like I said, someone like Jack, he just cracked off 3, right? There's a good chance he's going to be able to get in there. Um, so whenever I see a new rule like this, and I'll ask you, Beth, we always ask the why. Why do this? And to me, the why is to alleviate the problem of time trialing at different courses. Do you think this fixes it?
So now I'm thinking, are people going to start traveling to like
India?
Hyrox, Mexico, these random locations to get more points. So now we're not chasing fast courses, we're chasing remote courses.
Yeah, and, obviously that is definitely an issue. But the question is that, and well, I guess we'll point out other issues. So the other issue too, and this comes up, is the amount of time you have to race, the amount of races you
Yeah.
have to do. If
So
you're
now you're saying they have to race five.
Yeah, so let's say you're Isaac Sanderson and you're racing in North America and predominantly not going overseas, you have a real job. Again, I'm just throwing stuff out there using Isaac's name as hypothetical. He's got to hit at least 5 races. And if you're gonna hit 5 races in North America is not that easy. In Europe, they're boom, 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 boom. They're pretty close.
Especially when they sell out.
They're hard to get into. They sell out a lot.
Like
So,
the last two races that I've tried to get in, I could not get a pro women's ticket.
yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to get into the Elite 15, but let's just hypothetically say I'm kind of new to this sport. I have a real job and I can't travel over to Europe 5 weekends in the year. I'm basically SOL.
Yeah, it does put um it puts the emphasis on pay to play.
So this is also, I mean, to have to race 5 races before. So now, again, when I'm looking at our, you know, our new Canadian Madeline, so she has one race, so she'll have some points for that.
Yeah, for
Now, if she let, I would say she's someone who potentially she figures these two stations out. She runs a 59 her next race.
mhm.
Um, if it was the old standard, she has to find one more race, then she could be in.
Yeah.
But now, so
Yeah.
now she's got to
Ottawa.
travel to 5 more races.
Yeah. Yeah, she could go down to Ottawa, maybe run a sub 60.
I
And
mean, Ottawa sold out.
yeah, I'm just saying theoretically, if she had got in, she could go down to Ottawa, run a sub 60 and maybe get in. But now, yeah, it's going to take 4 more races. And here's a couple other things that come at it now. Um, First off, and they probably have this sorted, but I do not know an answer. Ties. So let's say Jack Driscoll goes out, has 5 wins. And then, I don't know, Ryan Kent goes out and has 5 wins. And there's only one spot left. How do you deal with the tying points?
Yeah.
So that there's that as a problem. They may have a system sorted out to address that perfectly, but it's a problem to be addressed. Um, the other one is Elite 15. So your majors. So for example, I'm Lauren Weeks and I race in every major. So that's 5 majors, right? So there's my 5 races. So my understanding is that those will count, but how do you fairly point those races towards compared to a regular race? So how do you, and I'm sure they're addressing this, and I've heard rumors, I think Matt said this on his podcast, that the majors will count for more points, but that's a really difficult mathematical equation to come up with a fair thing. So how do you make it so that, you know, getting a 10th in stock or a 10th in Phoenix at this new major is equivalent to going out and winning Vancouver.
Mhm.
That's a very delicate balance to have. And I don't know. I don't know how you do it. I mean, I know how you do it. I just don't know if you can do it fairly and accurately.
Mhm.
So those to me are the two biggest things is tiebreakers, or I guess not two biggest thing. Tiebreakers, pay to play. So just running around and hitting as many races as you can to get some good ones, which obviously favors people with more means.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, how do you fairly equate the points from major races? It's very difficult, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't. Here's the thing. Do I think it's better than the current system? Not knowing all the information, I'm going to actually say yes. Just because the time thing needs to be addressed, and if they're trying, to me, this is an acknowledgement finally that all of our courses are not the same, and we need to do something different because what we're doing is not working. it's not the best system. So I like that part. Is this the best way to do it? I still say no. I still like the way I've said about to do it for years. It makes more sense to me. But at first glance, I think this might be a bit better. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, there's a part of me that doesn't mind the time thing because I mean it's kind of when you come from road racing, there are fast courses and that's just kind of an accepted thing.
But you're not dealing with a like a 15 person field in the road race, right? You're dealing with, like a Spartan race. You got to make there's like hundreds or whatever, right? Like tons of.
Mhm.
So that's where I view that a little bit different.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think there's also with Hyrox, there's also issues where I mean, it's not always the same distance.
Hmm.
Which when we're talking certified road races, at least we know that you're still covering always the right distance, right? It's just based on a hundred other things. Some courses are fast, but at least we know we covered it. Whereas with high rocks, sometimes the distance, when you talk about rock zone size, like run size, they're not always the same. So it does. I guess with this one though, I struggle with the amount of time someone has to race before they could get themselves in. So someone new who is a complete stud is probably realistically now it's going to take them 2 years.
Yeah.
Before they could do it in a few months.
There, so a couple things. They actually talked about this on Race Brain this week, where you talk about the variance in courses. Is Hyrox will swear on their deathbed that 8.7 kilometers minus 10 meters, plus minus 10 meters either way, for rock zone and the runs. They promise that every time. But what doesn't get put into that calculation is the distance of the zones you're running through,
Yeah.
right? Like how, like you can sometimes have like 20 ski ergs across from each other, and sometimes you've got like 50 in a line. And
Yeah.
it's a massive difference. And those things aren't taken into account. So yeah, the courses that and therein lies the
When
problem.
20 seconds difference determines whether you're in the Elite 15 or 5 places out, the distance in each of the zones is makes a massive difference.
So and even the layout, right? Like some people, you give them that short first lap, like we saw in Vancouver. Um, the
Yeah, it was like a 2 minute first lap or
1:05.
something. Yeah.
That's a great kilometer.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and so it all makes a difference in the setup. Something like that might favor other people. Some people, it changes the game. And that's the other thing. Like when you do the Elite 15 courses, and we talk about their wins and stuff applying or times applying right now, there's no there's 15 skiers in there. That's it. There's way shorter spans to run through.
No crowds.
No crowds, no this, no that. So I mean, getting in there where and that's why I say that's where in my head I'm seeing when to get in. And that to me is better, but there's still issues.
Yeah.
And I'm still and I will probably die on this hill. You know, majors should just be open to anybody who's done one race faster than say for men 65, for women 70. And then just the top 15 people, you're in the feature wave and everybody else is running after. Something along that lines.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably change that time, but
Yeah, I know. I'm just throwing out a random
yeah,
number.
yeah.
It could be sub 60 now for men, the amount of men doing
And sub
sub 60.
65 for women. Yeah.
I would say so too. So I'm just saying something along that lines to me still works better. And I have yet to hear what I deem a a strong enough argument against it.
Hmm.
The only argument I ever hear is it's harder to cover, and I still don't buy that. But um, yeah, I don't buy it. Anyway, um, I think I look to at Meg. I look at Meg Jacoby,
Hmm.
and she's someone who I don't know if she said this publicly or just me passing. She thinks most people race too much.
Oh, absolutely. People
This
race
is this
fans.
is going to make that way worse, not better.
Yes, I agree.
And
Yeah. I mean I talk about this all the time with people just there's a mentality with hybrid racing where we can race 11 months of the year. Like it blows my mind. And this year, like I'm taking a very intentional off season, and it just that doesn't happen in the hybrid space. There's 12 months of the year where you could do a hybrid race, and we see people that race almost every weekend.
it's just
And
that OCR mentality.
yeah, an OCR where you, if you're, and I was actually just talking to someone about this lately because looking at my schedule for next weekend, and there could be a Spartan race or two, and they were like, "Oh, you're going to do the 5 or the 10." And I was like, "Well, you just kind of do both." And they're
Hmm.
like, "You mean like in the same week?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of the thing."
It's
So
just
then
culture.
again, when I started it, I was like, when I did my first Spartan race, I was like, "Wait a minute. Like you guys all raced yesterday, and now you're racing today?" And everyone's like, "Yeah, it's just kind of the thing that you do." And so then it just becomes part of the culture of it. So I think in Hyrox racing, it's the same thing. Like for someone to be racing every weekend has kind of just become the norm. But I mean, that's not necessarily what's best for people. Like having downtime and off seasons is for the longevity of you as an athlete is really important and rest days um yeah, so when you're telling someone you have to perform at your best 5 races in the year and then you're going to throw in a world championship on top of that, that's still to me 6 really good races in a year is a really it's still a pretty big season. But it's like the hybrid space has kind of warped the perception of how much people race.
Okay, so I got a couple points. Hopefully, I can remember them both. One, the other problem I have with this system is it should not be introduced now for next year. It should be introduced now for 2027 because people, right, who have already done their race, like again, I'll look at Meg Jacoby. She's raced twice,
Mhm.
right? She now has to put in 3 more races to qualify for majors for next year, which is not that far away.
Is this being implemented right now?
After this World Championship, that's when it'll kick in.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
After this World Championship, that's when it'll kick in. But some people have made their race schedule according to the way it is right now and what they feel it would be next year, kind of thinking it would be something similar. Now implementing it right away, I thought this should have had a year grace period for people to know, hey, and come 2027, this is how you're going to have to qualify. So make sure you get 5 strong races in somewhere along the way, right? So there's that. The other part where you're saying racing so much is the culture and la da 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 and the hybrid, and I think I feel the same way about OCR with this one with Spartan is, well, of course they want that culture because they make more money the more people race.
Right.
So yeah,
Yes.
they're gonna promote, yeah, race all the time, do 4 on a weekend for sure. Yeah, why?
Yeah.
You're already there.
Yeah.
Make it
Mhm.
worthwhile. So
Mhm.
yeah, I mean it's a sport bred from private companies. So yeah, they're gonna want you to race more. So that's gonna the culture they're gonna push. They're gonna glorify. I mean, Spartan's glorified it for you. You get your trifecta on one weekend.
Right.
Right? And so Hyrox,
Yeah.
it's the same kind of thing. So of course they'll go along that way. Um, I'm notorious, and I can think of at least 2 occasions, maybe 3 or 4, where I've used the fact that people race all weekend to my advantage.
Mhm.
The last time I podiumed at Spartan Blue Mountain, everybody ran a beast and a super the day before, so I just ran the sprint
Yeah.
and I got a podium.
Yeah.
Would I have if those other guys hadn't run those other races? Who knows? But I guarantee it didn't hurt me.
Yeah.
I took the fit off at World Championships this year. A lot of the same guys I raced in the strong and in the mile had already run the fit. So by the time that strong ran around, I had run 1 mile race. They had run the mile race and the 5K.
Mhm.
So I had that much less time on body. Now, granted, I was a lot of time on feet, but the point is, you're not at your best if you're running 3 races in a weekend on that last weekend. That's why I've never understood when the elites get to world championships and then they they want to run the doubles and the thing. Like you can't be at your best for all of those.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. It hits. It hits the CNS, and you need time to recover.
Yeah.
So I know they're machines and they're incredibly fit, but you're not. When you're talking, it can come down to 1 second. Who's to say when you lose by that 1 second, it wasn't because you raced the day or two before?
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
And I mean, I admit I'm guilty of it too. Worlds 2 years ago I raced 6 times. And
Yeah.
then but by the third day, my mentality was kind of like, okay, let's get this over with. Like,
When you and I raced our last strong together, it was like,
yeah.
we want to do this.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's last race together. Let's just get through it. It's a swan song, right? Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I mean, I do feel like sometimes you can do it, you can manage it, but at what cost? Because I do know also I got super sick after and I had a massive burnout. And part of me knew that that was just what was going to happen. Um, but to do that all the time, I could never do that all the time.
Well, the difference again being this year when you and I raced that strong, and I had only raced, I think, 2 races before then, because you had done six or five or whatever. So no, I had raced three.
Mhm.
So that was my fourth race that weekend. And when we were like, oh, it's just nothing left.
Yeah.
This weekend, when I went into that ruck in the strong, I was like, I'm gonna fuck shit up.
Mhm.
I'm like full bore, full energy. I'm ready to crush.
Yeah.
And you know, that if I had raced four, six, whatever races before, it might not have been the same outcome.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I kind of fight against that culture. Now, if you're going out there to do a trifecta because you want the accomplishment to do a trifecta, that is spot on. That's awesome.
And there's such a difference too between racing the race and doing the race, like
Completing.
completing it. Yeah. So there's a different emotional output. So, mhm.
Like I could, I mean, I would love to go. I want to do that. I'm going to do that Deca Ultra one day, you know, and
Yeah.
if I do that race this weekend, I probably won't work it. So I'll probably do another thing or whatever, a relay or whatever. But I know I'm not going to be at my best. I'm just going to go and I'm just getting through it and having fun.
Hmm.
But if I wanted to race something, I wouldn't. No way. I'm picking my spots.
Yeah. Hmm.
Anyway, um, so you didn't say at first glance, better, worse, sideways.
I guess it hits me kind of wrong just because of the sheer number of times that someone has to race. That kind of bothers me. Um, so yeah, I guess I initially I'm gonna say I don't like it because I think it requires a lot of money and time and travel in order for someone who is capable of being in the Elite 15 in order to prove themselves. And I'm thinking of people like Emily Dahman last year who ran at Worlds and had an amazing showing at Worlds. We never would have had her there if that was the system.
No,
Uh, or
it wasn't
even
just us.
Joanna. Joanna, when she first came on, she ran 2 races and then she was in the Elite 15.
They bent.
Yeah, Sinead, and so we get to see these people m move up quickly to kind of where they should be racing with the 2 race average time system. Um, so yeah, five races is a lot. Especially when it's so hard to get into races. It's not like you just look at the calendar and you pick. At least this has been my experience lately and kind of why I've struggled to focus too much on Hyrox. Couldn't get into Toronto. Couldn't get a pro ticket for Ottawa. So, what if those were 2 races on my schedule?
Mhm. Yeah,
Well, now what? Like, now what? I'm flying to Hong Kong? No, it's not gonna happen.
no, exactly. And that's where I say kind of pay to play. So I'm going to throw one more wrinkle at you for it. Doubles,
Hmm.
same system. Now, rumor is it might be
And then
less.
you have to have two people.
Yeah, so rumor is that it might be like three races instead of five,
Oh, okay.
but still,
Still.
three race doubles teams together for three races is very, very difficult.
I mean, Heather and I, when we, for DECA, for us to make it to one race and then Worlds and have both of our lives line up on the
Mhm.
same race weekends in order to qualify, like that was a lot. And then, we Heather had um a flight cancellation, missed the one at
Oh,
Fort
no.
Wayne, and then we had to go to another one. So that's just normal stuff that happens. And
That was ones you could get into.
and those are ones we could get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have to reserve complete judgment until it all rolls out, right? But
Yeah, no, for sure. Like we'll have to see.
that is kind of where we're at. All right. That said, we're running, well, not really running low on time, but we've gone long enough.
Yeah. We've talked enough.
Any fails and sales this weekend?
Oh, I didn't think about it.
All right, I got a sale.
Mm.
Learn Fit Gym in Southampton. Have Southampton.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's so Cole learns gym. Cole's been tearing it up on Hyrox, we all know. Um, Southampton's this teeny tiny little tourist lakeside town,
Mhm.
beach town, and his gym is just fantastic. It's huge. It has everything you need to do. And reasonably priced. I was just blown away by how cool it was. And definitely hats off to him, man. That is a great setup. It's fantastic. I will be going back for sure. So that was definitely my sale of the week.
I will say then my sale would be this Madeline girl coming out and smashing it because I am so excited that we have this Canadian absolute stud who's about to make some waves. So that was kind of my excitement in the world of hybrid racing.
Even if she can't see the lines.
Yeah, you know what? I would love again, I would love to have seen this video. I This girl has legs for days. Like she's a high jumper. So maybe she's so far away from the ground she
Poor
couldn't.
vision.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it was great.
I
So
don't know what it's like to live that high up. So
and then fails. I don't know. I don't really got it.
how about Jake Paul having the shit beat out of him?
No, that's a sale, man. That was awesome.
Okay.
I still think it was
How
scripted.
about YouTubers being able to make that much money for being beaten up?
Yeah, like literally broke his jaw in two places.
Oh, like yes, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it was a good shot. I think he actually waited and carried him the rest of the way. Like, you know what? Dude's an athlete, right? Like,
Yeah.
like
But
Jake
then
Paul.
maybe do a sport where you're not like actually having your body literally
I think
broken.
he needs to join his brother and go into professional wrestling
Yeah.
because his brother's doing
There's not, but it's
fantastic
the
at that.
money. He knows where the money is. Like he literally went into this knowing I'm gonna have the shit beat out of me, but I'm gonna make so much money.
Yeah, what is it? Something like 90 million a piece or some crazy shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. No,
Yeah.
I guess it's worth it for eating no solid food for 2 weeks. If you offer me 90 million to let that guy smash me in the face, I'd take it.
No, would you?
90 million to take yes, 90 million dollars? I'd let him
Yeah,
kneel
you'd
on my
step in the ring with
door.
that man for 90 million?
What's that?
90 million? I mean, he could kill you.
Oh, I wouldn't last 6 rounds.
Oh.
I'd get knocked out quite quickly, I'm sure.
Jake Paul wouldn't have lasted 6 rounds
No,
either.
no, no.
He played with
He
him.
carried him. He carried him for, and maybe he would be polite to me and take it easy on me too. But yeah, if you just said you got to take that shot that broke his jaw in two places, and you need 90 million, be like, fire away, man.
Really?
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
think almost every dude in the world would say the same thing.
I 90
Yep.
million is a lot of money. It is a lot of money.
Like line up, go for it, buddy. You know what? Kick me in the nuts too. Whatever, I'm down.
You're like, I'm done having kids.
Yep, we're all good, man. Extra 5 mil for a nut shot. Go ahead.
No, I guess as I'm saying this, I'm like 90 million is a lot of money.
Beth, I'd let him hit you for 90 million. I think too, I saw that. I think I said that to you one time on one of those posts. Like, would you slap your best friend for 100 grand? I'm like, Beth, if someone offers me 100 grand, I'm gonna fucking knock the shit out of you.
As long as I get some.
Yeah, yeah, I'll give you. I'll float you a good tip.
Yeah. Yeah. And some plastic surgery to fix my face.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. Get your whole thing. Complete job done.
Yeah.
So, all right, there we go. That's good enough. All right, Beth, take us home.
Yeah, thanks so much everyone for listening. Congrats to everybody that raced in Vancouver this weekend. We love seeing the big turnouts here in Canada. So, yeah, just keep smashing it and have a Merry Christmas and time spent with your family over this holidays.
Take care, everybody.